Hammond coming to you Times Square at the midnight hour. Last time I was here, this was ABC Studios. Now, I don't know what they're doing there, but might be under construction. Maybe they're going to come back, maybe not. But it sure looks like that one for now. This is Hollywood Wingate. They got the gig. And tonight I'm sporting my new Jon Hammond shirt creation from my friend Joshua. Joshua, the shirt artist. And he created this. Yep, that's me. So put that over my shoulder so you can really see it. And down here, playing the guitar and the organ and the quarter box accordion. And of course, it says blues, boogie, and soul. Yeah, that's what I'm all about, everybody. Well, it's not stopping anybody from being here. Usually the tourists go home around now, or back to their hotels or wherever they came from. But they're all over here, and what they do, they just walk around, take pictures. It's like Selfie City. Here's some people that stand up on the thing. We got a whole family here. Get the little one up there with them. Let's see what they got there. There we go. Yeah. Stars born. Another star here in Times Square, everybody. Yeah. When I started my cable TV show 42 and a half years ago, I was one of the first people to have a large outdoor screen continuous display for 2 years, 2.5 years. Started in 1985. We started doing 80 clips a day and some advertising things, and then we got to do the psychedelic countdown for New Year's Eve that was seen by many, many people on the TV. That was the Diamond Vision from Mitsubishi. The Diamond Vision screen. It was 47th Street down this way. And then over here, they put up the first Sony Jumbotron. So they were second to come along. And but I was one first large outdoor screen 80 times a day. And we had a press conference there. I tried to pour a whole case of champagne to the press, and I found out that that's a big job. So after a while, I just started handing out bottles to everybody. And we did have the press there. And people from Robert Stickwood sent a guy over, and then we started sending our TV show out to Robert Stickwood's yacht that was outside the legal limit there. And we were talking about doing something with him. He was a big whale. I could bring him on board, but anyway, he had a lot of big time flops. And then I got offered a deal with Sony for 7 years. And I'm kind of glad that I didn't sign that, because I would have been beholden to them for 7 years. That's how they do, you know. At the time, they only had David Bowie, Tina Turner, and a thing called Private Dances, and that was going to be the next thing. And, you know, sometimes they just hang up people to drive. They think they're going to be a competition to what they're doing. That was the beginning of the Sony software division. John O'Donnell. Well, when we went to see Mr. O'Donnell after getting a lot of legal stuff signed, we went there and they said, O'Donnell who? Apparently he had pissed off somebody there from Akio Merida in Japan, and they didn't even want to hear his name anymore. But he was the president of the Sony software before that, but I'm glad that we didn't sign with him. Now, he's still around. He's doing some anime things, you know, and once in a while we're in contact. Actually, I ran into him in Saint-Tropez, France, and we were sitting outdoors in this restaurant, and he was so incredibly incredibly rude to the waitresses that I pretended I didn't know him. And that was quite a thing. That was the first international music video festival, and they showed us on a 40-foot screen there in Saint-Tropez, France. And that was quite an experience. I ended up staying there a little extra time. And, I don't get to Saint-Tropez every day. Okay, I'm going to back down for this segment. This is Jon Hammond. And we're closing out this week, coming into Monday at the midnight hour. So I would say it's the 8th of June. And the year 2026. Once again, thanks to Joshua, great shirt artist for this creation, Jon Hammond shirt. And they're not available now, but maybe if I hear from you, I might be able to get one up for you. And a special prize or a special prize if you can answer some difficult questions I got for you. Okay, this is Jon Hammond. I just want to say one last thing before I back it down here, and that is